So the question I have for you, sir, if you'd let me finish, is why do you suppose such large segments of the American electorate have come to harbor such profound concerns about your cognitive fitness? Thank you.
I have no idea.
He has no idea. Does he watch replays of his clips whenever he speaks at rallies or when he's talking to the media? He should. Because if you watch him, no matter what political party you're part of, you think he is in cognitive decline because he has mood swings during the press conference going up and down. That's a sign of cognitive decline right there. And then he does something like this in this next clip. Check it out.
First of all, I put in perspective the question you asked. Very few schools are closing. Over 95% are still open. So you all phrase.
And he says he's not sure why people believe he's in cognitive decline after something like this. Why are you whispering into a microphone? It's beyond me. And then you have John King on CNN saying that right now the Biden administration's in damage control after that 2-hour press conference and how horrible it went. And some of the things he said, especially when it came to Russia and Ukraine. There's going to be a lot of stuff to fix by what he said. I have that clip right here. Check it out.
I'm not sure that his staff is exactly excited about all the news he made.
No, there's a lot to clean up. Come back to that in a second, especially the Russia-Ukraine stuff on the global stage. And look, one of Joe Biden's trademark, and often his friend is his stubbornness and his fight to stay at it. So there are questions about his stamina. There are questions about will you do a press conference. If he wanted to prove he'd stand there for 2 hours and take it, mission accomplished. To the idea that at the 1 year mark, when you're struggling, when almost every political metric says you are struggling, does he walk out of there thinking he's in better standing? It'd be fascinating to see how it's interpreted around the country. The White House wanted him talking less about Washington and more about America. He spent a lot of time talking about Washington. I will say, we've covered the White House, 3 of us of this and 4 of us here, in the idea that the president walks in on one of those things, you want to walk out feeling better. His Secretary of State sits down with the Russian foreign minister tomorrow. The President of the United States essentially said, if Russia takes a bite of the cookie in Ukraine, NATO will probably be divided. We'll have a hard time with what to do. He tried to clean it up later in the press conference, but not with clarity. Not with clarity. And again, if the question is, would the president speak clearly on the big things he did on the domestic agenda? He's willing to cut up, break into pieces his domestic agenda. I think that answer on Russia is going to cause the administration grief for at least a few days.
Yeah, and Dan, I mean,
it's one of the few times I've seen the press actually tell the truth. And it seems to be John King. John King, I've seen him pretty much tell the truth. The last 2 times I've done clips about John King and his assessment of what's going on with the Biden administration. This is getting pretty bad whenever CNN isn't stopping one of their key correspondents from actually coming out and saying, hey, this administration's in downfall and it's a failure so far. That's big. MSNBC hasn't went that far, but CNN is starting to do that. And I think the reason they're doing it is because they realize if they keep on carrying the water for the Biden administration, their ratings are going to keep on going down to the toilet. And they're trying to bring viewers back to hopefully get fair and balanced news. But we'll see how it goes. I don't think it's going to be fair and balanced. I think it's going to be slanted like it always been. It's just that they're not going to be as obvious as they were during the Trump administration and how they were the first year of the Biden administration. But guys, that's my opinion. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Peace.